Evan Bolick against the death penalty, anti-death penalty attorney for Avo.com, Lisa Bloom, starting with Evan Bolick.
Yes, she absolutely should get the death penalty. The death penalty is an extraordinary sentence, but this is an extraordinary crime. She would have gotten first-degree murder if she had only just stabbed him, or only just shot him, or only slit his throat. Instead, she planned it out, she mutilated him, and she took photos of her handiwork. There needs to be a punishment greater than life when you've committed a crime that's that cruel and that heinous, and death penalty is it.
Lisa Bloom.
You know, I'm opposed to the death penalty in all cases, Jane. I used to be for it, watching these horrible cases. You get so angry at somebody like Jodi Arias. But we're one of the last developed countries on earth that still executes our own people. We know for a fact that innocent people have been put to death. We know that the system is administered by human beings, and human beings are always going to make mistakes. And I don't think we can tolerate the possibility of a mistake when it's irreversible with a sentence of death. We also know that the death penalty is racially biased in its administration. If there's a white victim and an African-American defendant, the odds are overwhelming that person's going to get the death penalty, but not the case if it's reversed. So I'm opposed to the death penalty in all cases.
But this by case, Evan Bolick.
Thank you, Jane. This case, none of those factors are really at play here. The innocence isn't even really in doubt. Jodi knows she killed him and said she killed him. What we actually need to guard against is vigilantism. You know, she's not the Punisher or Batman or some superhero. What she is a cold-blooded murderer, and she needs to face the ultimate penalty of her willful actions that she took here against Travis, and that's the only way to get justice for Travis's family.
Well, it's not the only way to get justice. Life in prison without the possibility of parole is also justice. You know, the problem with the death penalty is it's very expensive. It's much more expensive than life without parole because we guarantee so many appeals, which we have to do if we're going to put somebody to death.
Right, but she's going to appeal even if she only got a life sentence.
You don't get the same number of
what's complicating all this is that she says she wants to be put to death. This is what's complicating. It's a very clear-cut debate, and people have been having it for a long time, whether they're in favor of the death penalty or against.